Cowboys Nation, we've been through it. Right now, it feels like we've been dragged across the pavement, bruised, frustrated, and questioning everything. But the Dallas Cowboys aren't waving the white flag just yet. They've finally made a move, one that could be the first of several much-needed changes to fix this defense once and for all. For months, fans have been begging the front office to take action, to stop sitting on their hands while other teams make smart moves. Y'all watch Howie Roseman pull off some headline trade and act like he's a magician. But the second the Cowboys make a move that actually makes sense, everyone loses their minds. Before we dive deeper into what this means for the defense, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. And of course, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Now, back to the Cowboys. Dallas has officially traded for Cincinnati Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson, and honestly, this is a smart, low-risk, high-reward move. You give up a 7th-round pick for a player who's had over 100 tackles in 3 of the last 4 seasons. That's not hype, that's production. In 2021, he missed the mark by just 2 tackles. Wilson brings coverage ability, strong run support, and toughness that this defense desperately needs right now. He's better than anyone on the roster not named Damone Clark, and that's saying something. So I don't want to hear the close-up shop talk. That defeatist attitude has no place in football. Cowboys fans have spent all season complaining that Jerry Jones doesn't do enough to make this team better. Well, now they're finally taking steps in the right direction. This isn't a miracle fix. Logan Wilson isn't walking in and saving the season by himself. But paired with a healthy Damone Clark and maybe some added help in the secondary, this defense could start to look like something again. Because sitting around saying, "We suck, let's give up," that's not how winners think. And if the Cowboys are serious about turning this season around, this trade could be the start of that fight back. It's funny, every time Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles make a move, people act like he's rewriting the rulebook on team building. But let's be real, his strategy is simple: volume. The man takes 1,000 swings every season, and only a few of them truly connect. But that doesn't stop fans and analysts from hyping him up like he's pulling off magic tricks every week. Meanwhile, the Cowboys make a move that actually fills a real need, a move that makes sense, and somehow, people still find a way to complain. Let's call it what it is: Dallas just added a legitimate starting caliber linebacker for next to nothing. Logan Wilson isn't a washed-up project or some desperate gamble. He's a proven player, a guy who earned a second contract with the same team that drafted him. That's rare in today's NFL and says a lot about his value. This isn't about pretending to be some armchair analyst or trying to play fake GM. This is about being a real fan, someone who wants their team to get better, no matter what the record says. Great organizations never stop improving, and the Cowboys need to start thinking that way. You don't quit because you dropped a few games. You don't close up shop because the season got tough. That's the difference between contenders and pretenders. And for everyone out there worshipping the Eagles front office, ask yourself this: what would Howie Roseman do if his team struggled on defense? You already know the answer. He'd go out and make moves, because that's how you stay competitive. So why shouldn't Dallas do the same? This team still has fight left in it, and this trade proves it. The Cowboys aren't done yet, and this might just be the first spark of something bigger. The difference between great organizations and struggling ones is simple: effort. Real teams never stop trying. They don't pack up halfway through the season and call it a day. And that's what separates franchises like Philadelphia, as much as we hate to admit it, from teams that settle. If there's a chance to improve your roster now, you take it. You don't wait for the off-season and hope the perfect player magically appears. The trade deadline exists for a reason. It's your chance to patch holes, find answers, and build momentum before it's too late. That's why this Logan Wilson trade matters. He's not just a short-term rental, he's under contract through 2027. That means the Cowboys just added a legitimate defensive piece for today and the future. Moves like this show intent, they say, we're not giving up. And that's exactly what fans should want to see. You don't stop building because things got ugly. You don't freeze up because you're emotional. The Cowboys front office needs to keep working, keep fighting, and keep improving the roster, because that's the only way this team climbs back to where it belongs. Too many so-called fans talk about wanting change but panic the second it happens. They say they want bold moves, but when those moves come, they complain. That's not real fandom, that's confusion. You either want your team to get better, or you don't. And if you're a real Cowboys fan, you know deep down that this, right here, is exactly the kind of move that keeps hope alive. Cowboys fans, listen. Sometimes it feels like people just love to complain for the sake of complaining. The team finally makes a smart move, and instead of celebrating progress, some folks are out here asking, was it even a good trade? Let's be honest, when's the last time a 7th-round pick changed the future of this franchise? Exactly. You trade a late-round pick for a proven starter, that's not just a good deal, that's a steal. Our recent drafts haven't exactly been perfect either. Maybe half of the rookies from the last class have truly hit the ground running. Players like Tyler Booker, Donovan Ezra, and Jay Toy are showing promise, sure. But drafting is a gamble. When you get the chance to land a guy who's already proven he can perform at an NFL level, you take it. I get it, we're all frustrated. I was furious after that last game too. But there's a difference between being upset and being self-destructive. The Cowboys actually did something right this time. They brought in a linebacker who can cover, who can read gaps, and who fits what this defense has been missing. Instead of nitpicking the move, appreciate that this front office is finally addressing real problems. Because improvement isn't something you wait on, it's something you chase, every day, every week, every season. You fix what you can now so you have less to fix later. That's how good teams operate. Sitting around waiting for the off-season, hoping it'll all work out, is how you fall behind. Even if this season doesn't end in glory, these moves matter. They build a stronger foundation for whoever's coaching next, for the next chapter, for the next fight. The Cowboys can't waste time. They need to keep pushing, keep building, and keep showing fans that this team still wants to win, not someday, but right now. I get it, we're all angry. These losses sting, and the frustration is real. But what really drives me crazy is seeing fans who say they want change, then complain the second it happens. You can't beg for improvement all season long and then criticize the team when they finally make a move. That's backwards. The front office is finally trying to take steps in the right direction, and yes, the coaches share part of that responsibility too. They're the ones who vouch for certain players, who say, yeah, we can coach him up. So this isn't just about the executives, it's about everyone in the building doing their part to make this roster better. But let's be real, the front office can't just sit around and do nothing. Imagine if Jerry Jones came out and said, we're giving up. We're not making any moves. Fans would lose their minds. You'd be furious. So why complain when they actually do something? This fanbase deserves better, but that starts with having some faith when the team takes action. The Cowboys can't afford to quit, and neither can the fans. Welcome to Dallas, Logan Wilson, from one struggling defense to another, but with a fresh start and a chance to make an impact. Hopefully, the energy here is different. Hopefully, you bring that fire this locker room needs. Because no matter how bad things look right now, we're still them boys, and we're not done fighting yet.